So Dexter and I are getting ready. Yes, he's getting excited. Look at that excited toes. We're going to pick Dexter's BFF Levi up and his mom Chris, and we are heading to the Indiana Dunes. So we'll see you there. So the first step that we always try to do is to hit visitor centers because they offer a lot of information on what's local and they have a lot of great maps. So we'll go inside and check it out and see what we come up with. So we picked up a lot of brochures and maps, and we have the Indiana Dunes activity guide. So inside our activities book, they do have a pet-friendly listing of all the things that they know of that are pet-friendly. And we can even take a look over here, and it looks like Dexter and Levi actually made the magazine from our last visit. But you can see there's lots of things that the doggies can do, so we are going to have a nice, fun weekend. So they actually have a really nice pet area with lots of grass, another pet station, some seats. And I'm going to guess in that box is their pet guide. Let's go find out. Yeah, so inside here is their pet guide. Here's Dune Ridge Trail, and we're just going to take a leisurely stroll. We won't finish the whole trail, but we'll just go check some things out. So we have our natural bug spray on. Keep those tickies off. Of course, we will also comb and brush the puppers when we're all done, just to do a second tick check. All right, so he is ready to go. He's going to mark his territory a little bit. He's got to make sure everyone knows that Dexter was here and exploring. And Mr. Levi is going to probably do the same thing once he catches Dexter's smell. Levi, you want to go check it out? You eating some grass too? You eating some grass? Let's see, let's see. Yep. These boys, they're too funny. Mm-hmm. He's got to think about it. What's he going to do? Yeah, there we go. Uh-oh. Let's see.
You'll not be outdone.
Okay, come on, Levi. Come on, Dexy.
Look at the size of the paws of that dog.
Dexter's like, what? Where?
Look at the paws.
Dexter thought there was food.
No, it's paws, Dex. I'm looking at the paws.
That's probably who they peed over.
Ah.
All right, let's go. And this is really good terrain because it's nice, thick sand. Right now it's a cool day, partly cloudy day, so no worries about the feet. But in the summer and the heat, this would definitely be a time that Dexter would have his boots on so that he doesn't burn his toes. And for his neurological condition, this is actually part of his rehab assignment, is to walk on different textures. So Dexter's going to get his physical therapy done today too. See him lifting those feet. Good exercise. I can feel it too. We haven't even gone up too much yet, and I can feel it. So the sand did turn into more of a trailhead, so it's a much easier walk for Dexter too. And can you hear the birds? It's definitely a birding area. Oh, saw a flight somewhere up there. Alright, so that's where we just walked around, and we are back at the car, and we're picking up Dexter's stroller, and we're going to walk down the road and go to the beach. So his stroller is so when he gets too tired I can just pop him in. Right, so I strolled Dexter down here, and he was chomping at the bit, crying, wanting to come out. Levi's being a good boy because Dexter loves the water. So you ready, Dexter? All right, let's go. Levi's going. There we go. So we're gonna head to Lake Michigan. Check it out. I don't think we're gonna do toes in today. Too cold for toes in. Dexter and Levi might have other, I don't know. Those waves, they look pretty big. So we love these beaches because they are dog friendly, with the exception of the parts that have lifeguards for swimming. On leash, which we love. We love on leash parks. Looks like someone had fun, set up some bricks, set up some rocks. It's always neat to come in and see what people have done. Yeah, so cute. Say maybe not today. Oh, he's being very brave. He did do a little toes in. But I do try the best I can to let Dexter be a dog. Do what he wants to do, obviously within reason. Things are safe. Because a lot of the other times it's Dexter, do this, don't do that. So when we can, let him investigate, letting him lead. We call it sniffy sniff. That means if he's allowed to go, check things out, and I'll follow. Alright, time to head back and go find our next adventure. Alright, so we arrived here at El Salto, and we're going to actually get some lunch to go. We're going to take it to a local park. They are dog friendly on the patio, but once again, we are heading some kind of rainy weather, so the seats aren't open yet. But as you can see, it's a nice large patio, and it would be partially covered with the top like that, so it'd be a nice spot. There's also, as you can see, umbrellas. But again, when we're traveling, we just always need to improvise, so we're going to grab it to go and head to a park. Alright, so we are at Coffee Creek Park, and we're gonna head in and eat our lunch. So we are here with our takeout, and these guys think it's time to mooch.
Chimichanga?
Chicken, no, beef chimichanga.
Yeah.
Very nice. And I got, woo, the steam came off of that. It is still hot. So I got the chicken fajitas, and there's my wrap and all my tasty goodies, and we got chips and salsa too, so a feast. And sorry boys, not for you, you guys already ate your lunchies. Alright, next up, Chesterton Feed and Garden. So it is dog friendly, so we are going to take Levi and Dexter inside to check some things out, do a little shopping, see if we find some goodies. Alright, so that would be a big one for Dexter. Look at him, look at that tail. He's like, goodies. So we're definitely gonna find something for them to snack on. Ooh.
Do they have treats?
Sure. Alright, so we arrived here at Baymont Inn and Suites, and we're going to check into our room. Alright, so we are in room 210 today. And we are a little early. They're actually cleaning the other rooms. So let's take a peek. Alright, so it looks like Chris and I are going to get cozy. And we're going to end up sharing a bed, which is fine. It's nice and big. There's a nice little sitting area. So we got a refrigerator and microwave, ice bucket, single coffee, office area. They do have a breakfast, a complimentary breakfast, so we'll obviously be utilizing that. And we have a hanging area, suitcase, and we'll hide Tanya, but we have a mirror over here. And we have a mirror over here. So it might be a little loud with the fan on. But we do have our bathroom, of course, with a big, large mirror. Hair dryer. And our shower and bath area. And yep, Chris and I are gonna share a bed tonight with the 2 dogs. So we'll see how that goes. So we have full coffee. Got cereal. And oatmeal. No meat today. Looks like we have some gravy and biscuits. Little pancakes. A blueberry and original. Some apples. Tanya being bad. Being real bad. Bagels and bread. We are at Woodland Park and we're gonna check it out. They do actually have a dog park along with a lot of nice walking trails. So we'll see you inside. So we're looking at the back end of the dog park to show you just how large it is. And that back end there is actually the large dog area. They broke it up to large and small. And we're continuing, and now as this other fence comes over to the left, that's actually a small dog area. And way in the back, you can see some other dogs romping around. And so this area is the small dog area. And I think the fence is about 4 foot. And we continue over. So it's a really nice big area. And it had public access, so there wasn't any key card or anything to get in as well. And it did have a security double gate system too, so that's always nice. You can see those dogs back there. They seem to be enjoying themselves. Alright, so we are taking our stroll, and Dexter's actually working a little bit on his coordination, because he decided to hit that rim there. It's a very big area, so you can see there is the children's playground, and the dog park is behind that. And there's some other outpost buildings and other things.
Community garden?
Yeah, we'll go check out the community garden. Yeah, there's a preschool here. Yeah, Chris, that's very interesting. And then up over here is where we're gonna hit the trailhead. And we have, can you see it in the video? And hear it? We have some sun, and of course lots of birds. So we have some nice covered shelter areas with nice oaks. And over here we have another children's playground. Looks like they're getting their wood chips together. And off we actually have another shelter area. So lots of places to go in and eat that's covered with lots of picnic tables. Perfect for families and puppers. Alright, we're at Smoky's Southern Barbecue, and they, again, are dog friendly with an outside patio, but it's not quite set up yet. So we're a little early in season, so we're gonna get our food to go, and there is a park just down the road, and so we're gonna get it there. Alright, just so you know, it does say cash only, cash only, cash only. So, alright, so I ordered some baked beans and a pulled pork sandwich. Look at that. And our barbecue sauce is on the side, which is really nice because then you can make it as gooey or not, as you like. And we have this nice little park area with potties. Dogs on leash allowed. There's Mr. Levi and Chris checking it out already. Okay, so up here we do have a great scenic view. There's people on the beach, of course. And we got some waves crashing. Help keep the parks clean. We do, of course. And we wish more people would as well. And it's always important to remember that if we want to keep these things, we have to be respectful and responsible And even if you didn't leave the trash and you see the trash, go ahead and pick it up. Okay, so next down is we're going to be visiting the Century of Progress Historic District. So it's this road, and we're able to go check some historic homes out. They have 15-minute parking spots so that you're able to park, do a little tour, check some things, do some photos, hop in the car, go to the next little spot, check out the next little area. So this is really nice. So along the way they have these informational boards that tells you about the homes and the history. And then even floor plans. And then building it. So there's a really nice pretty pink one. Definitely looks like it deserves to be on the lake. Alright, so we are here getting ready to catch the sunset. And Levi and Chris are having a fun time. Dexter is just chilling out. And we're just hanging out. Levi, look at him go. So we are just waiting for the sunset. And we're just chilling out. We have maybe, let's see what time it is, about 20 minutes yet before it actually sets. And of course, it's always the after stuff that's even more spectacular. So we'll check her out.
Afraid he's gonna eat a rock.
He was really going to town.
I don't want you to get wet.
Yeah, we don't get wet and cold.
Yeah. It's chilly.
He's a good boy. He's like, why want some more, Mom? Some more fun.
I gotta take pictures.
And Dexter is getting ready to take a little siesta. You go back for your siesta. You can go night-night. Alright, it's getting very close. It's almost that sliver. It's like a little fingernail. Alright, so Dexter is loaded up and we are closing out our adventure and we are heading back to Ohio. So remember to pause and enjoy life, and we will see you next week. Each Wednesday I'll be uploading new content, so don't forget to hit the subscribe and click the bell.